Alright, welcome back. This is continuation of what we learned in our last lesson in geometry, and I want to expose us to another aspect of question in geometry in lines and angles. And it talks about the corresponding angles and alternate angles. So these angles are found in between parallel lines. When we have two or more parallel lines and we have a line that cuts across them, the line that cuts across two or more parallel lines is called a transversal line. It's called a what? A transversal line. So when we have parallel lines like this and a transversal line in between, so we can find our Z and our F angles. We call it Z and F angles. The Z angles, which are corners of Z angle Z, they are alternate. So we can say here that X degree equals to Y degree. Reason, they are alternate angles. And alternate angles are equal. So those are corners of angle Z. Wherever you have letter Z form, letter Z, the corners of it are alternate angles. A lot of times students, they confuse themselves taking corresponding for alternates. So you need to get the difference. When you have corners, when you have anywhere you have letter Z form in any lines and angles given, you have letter Z form, the corners of it are alternate. Are we together? So how do we know corresponding angles? Now, corresponding angles is formed where you have letter F. This is letter F. You have letter F, and let's say this is angle A degree, and this is angle B. So we can say angle A is equal to angle B. Reason, they are corresponding. This angle and this angle correspond. As you can see, letter F is formed there. This is F. So this and this correspond. As you can see, they look alike. You have this angle formed and you have this angle formed here. So you can also say this letter P and this Q also correspond. This angle corresponds to this angle. So P and Q, they are corresponding angles. A and B, they are corresponding angles. So if this is, let's say T, so angle T and angle B, they are alternate. This is alternate. Corners of letter Z, they are alternate. You can also say this angle, let me use another color. You can also say this angle and this angle, they correspond. This angle here and this angle also correspond. And you can also say this angle, this down part and this side also correspond. So those are corresponding and alternate angles. So I needed to make you understand that before we solve this question. So let's come back to the question now. Okay, so we have this question in parallel lines. And we are to find the unknown angle X and Y. How do we find angle X and Y? How do we find angle X and Y? So, having understood the angles between parallel lines corresponding and alternate angles, so coming to this question, you agree with me that this angle here is equal to this angle. Reason, they are alternate angles. Why? Because you can see that letter Z is formed. Letter Z is formed. So you can say this angle is equal to this angle. So we can say 5x plus 12 degree equals to 47. You have to always put the reason in bracket. The reason is that they are what? They are alternate angles. They are alternate angles. So having established that, we can say 5x equals, we take out that 12 to the other side, becomes 47 minus 12. So 5x equals 47 minus 12 is 35 degrees. So we look for our x, we divide both sides by 5. Divide both sides by the coefficient of x by 5. So that means 5x over 5 equals 35 over 5. This cancels this, so our x is what? 7. So our x is 7. So from there, we can deduce that this angle here, 5x plus 12 degrees, will be 5 times 7 plus 12. This is 35 plus 12. That is 47 degrees. So you can see that this is 47 and this is also 47, which is in agreement with what we just established, that alternate angles are equal. So how do we get angle y? So to get angle y, I've explained earlier to you that anywhere you spot a straight line, angle on a straight line is 180 degrees. Since we got this place to be 47, getting y is easy, pretty easy. So all you need to do is add the two angles together, because this angle and this angle, they are supplementary. Their sum is 180 degrees. So that means y equals 180. When this goes to the other side of inequality, becomes minus 47. So 180 minus 47, that gives us 133 degrees. 133 degrees. So as such, our x equals 47 degrees. No, sorry, our x is 7 degrees. Is 7, and our y is 133 degrees. X there is not an angle, it's just a number to get this angle. So our x is 7, y is 133 degrees, and I hope this is clear. So I would like you to subscribe so that you can stay tuned and enjoy other videos that will be coming up. Thank you.